What is going on, everyone? My name is Jack Southall and I'm here for my NXT Takeover Unstoppable review. And I know some of you are wondering if you've seen my Toughen Up video. Oh, Jack, is your hand alright? Yes, it's fine. If I don't get selected for that beautiful audition, then I don't know what will happen, honestly. The winner will be a jobber in my book. If they pick me, I will be World Champion, obviously. But anyway, enough bullshit. This event was awesome. So much fun to watch. There was, great matches, some surprises, especially a big one involving a superstar. And yeah, it was a fun show overall. Let's get into the first match, which was the #1 contendership match for the NXT Championship. Tyler Breeze versus Finn Balor. These two had fucking WrestleMania entrances almost, because Tyler Breeze, there was like a bunch of girls in furry hoodies, taking selfies like he usually does, and he's out there with his phone. He's looking stupid, and all that dumb shit. Then, of course, Finn Balor comes out in his sick, and I mean sick, entrance. He's got the war paint on, and he's got little dots on his back, and then it shows his back, and he's got a massive fucking eye just staring. I don't know if that's a tattoo because it didn't come off during the entire match, or really good paint, but holy shit, that looked awesome. So this match was really fun. Good way to kick off the show. Big highlight for me was when Tyler, they started fighting on the outside near the entrance ramp. Tyler's down. Finn Balor gets up and he jumps off, not the Titantron, but off the stage, which I thought was really sick. At the end, Finn ends up giving the double leg stomp and gets the win. So he is the #1 contender for the NXT Championship. Can't wait. Owens and Balor, that would be a phenomenal match. This was going to be a triple threat #1 contenders match, but Hideo Itami, who was supposed to be in it, got injured, and so NXT decided, let's make a storyline out of it. And so it showed him before the show. He's attacked. He's on the ground, hurt, and then Kevin Owens walks past and is like, "Well, that's a shame." So they're doing a big whodunit storyline, kind of similar to the Stone Cold getting run over by Rikishi at Survivor Series 99, and then Triple H was the mastermind behind all of it. He's the one that told Rikishi to do it. But yeah, good match. Really good match to open up the show. Finn Balor, congrats, buddy. Yeah, war paint is just amazing. They did a bit where they showed all the talent that had just got signed, and it showed, is it Ua Nation or Ua Nation? I'm probably saying it wrong, but he came at, he was sitting down, and the place went crazy. I've kind of heard of him. Apparently he's been in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla and stuff like that, so I should check out his matches and see what he's like. Hopefully he does well. Next up was a tag team match. Is it Dana or Dana? Dana Brooke, I'm just going to call it that, and Emma, who my Aussie homegirl, versus Bayley and Charlotte. So yeah, this was a pretty decent, Divas match. There was a lot of good stuff in there. Of course, Charlotte and Bayley ended up getting the win. It's weird because Emma's a heel on NXT, but she's a face on the main roster. They need to make up their mind. Does she have a split personality or something? They should make Emma a little bit more edgier, but she's hot in the way she looked tonight, so I can't complain. Dana Brooke, there is potential for her. There is definitely potential for her on NXT. I can see her being Divas Champion in the near future. Charlotte is just awesome, of course. And Bayley, I really like Bayley. She's so infectious with how happy she is. When you see her and see how happy she is, you feel happy when she's out, especially when she wins. But I think Charlotte did the figure 8 leg lock and Bayley did something or other, and they ended up winning the match. So, good on to you two. I love you two. Yeah, good one. Next up, what was it? Oh yeah, Rhyno versus Baron Corbin. So, Baron Corbin got called out by Rhyno, and he says, "Let's have this match at Takeover," and he's like, "Alright." The crowd didn't really like Baron Corbin, which is weird because they usually cheer him. I don't know, it's because, you know, they like Rhyno more, which is probably because of nostalgia and stuff like that, but, yeah, you know, two big men just going at it, and this wasn't going to be a technical masterpiece. Hell, even the announcers said beforehand this wasn't going to be a technical masterpiece, which I didn't really expect at all, because, you know, they're two big guys that want to beat the shit out of each other, so that's what I expected. Yeah, probably not the worst. It wasn't a horrible match or anything. It was probably like the worst match on the show, but I'm not saying it's terrible or bad, or it was just it was, you know, it was the weakest match. That was what I'm going to say, weakest. But you know, it was still fun to watch, honestly. Of course, Baron Corbin won. Happy that Rhyno put him over. I don't know. I think they still need to work on him a little bit more, but as time progresses, Baron Corbin should be something really good. Next match is the NXT Tag Team Championship match, which was between Enzo and Big Cass versus Blake and Murphy. Is it Blake and Murphy? Yeah. Is it Buddy Murphy? Yeah, it is Blake and Murphy. So, yeah, my Aussie homeboy Murphy. Yeah, you know, this was a really good tag team match. Of course, Enzo and Big Cass are just so awesome. They know how to control that crowd, man. Like, you know, they're doing the whole, I'm a certified G for Enzo, and this Big Cass, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And then we've got Kamala. I was supposed to say Carmella, but I thought of Kamala. Could you imagine fucking Enzo and Big Cass? And here's Kamala, and he's hot as hell. Oh boy, why do I find that so funny? Fucking Kamala going out with Enzo and Big Cass, the Ugandan giant. Oh boy. Carmella is what I meant to say, and she's hot as hell, which she is, and you can't teach that. So, yeah, lots of good stuff. Blake and Murphy did their usual crazy high-flying stuff. But the ending of the match was, I think, I don't know if it was like Murphy or Blake, one of the two, but Enzo got up on the top rope. Big Cass helped him out. And then Alexa Bliss runs in because why not? And then she takes down Carmella, and then she gets up on the ropes and she nutshots Enzo and costs him the match. And so Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake are still your NXT Tag Team Champions. And is Alexa Bliss going to be with them now? So she's turned heel, probably. I thought Carmella was going to be the one that's going to, you know, turn heel, but that's what they were playing it up to be. But you know what WWE's like, it's always unexpected. And I didn't really see it coming, you know. I think Alexa Bliss, like, lost to Carmella last week on NXT, if I believe so. But, you know, really good tag team action. Enzo and Big Cass know how to work a crowd. And Blake and Murphy are pretty alright heels. But, you know, the crazy, you know, high-flying stuff it is, it's so babyface-ish, in my opinion. But, you know, I hope this heel team does well, along with Alexa Bliss, because she's pretty beautiful. She was like some sort of weird cheerleader kind of thing. And, you know, she was good as that, but I think as a heel, she's going to evolve more, in my opinion. So that's all good. Congrats to Blake and my Aussie homeboy Murphy. Next up, oh man, the NXT Women's Championship. Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. I gained so much respect for Becky Lynch tonight. Like, so much. Like, I did kind of like her. like, during the Fatal 4-Way match at, what's the last special? Was it Rival? Yeah. The Divas I was looking at was like Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bayley, even though she was like one of my, and then Becky Lynch was on last. Now she's definitely made it her own, you know, because she talked about like how she started off. She was just a stereotypical Irish girl. I get that OSW review songs, you know, the yep. Oh, love it. And she kind of turned into like a punk, like a rock chick, and then like she kind of toned that down, but she still keeps like the head banging and all that. So like weirdly enough, she came up with a new look tonight, kind of like a steampunk look, because she had like the funny looking glasses on, and she had like a hoodie and all that stuff, and you know she was still doing the headbanging thing, but yeah, she definitely did well tonight, and Sasha Banks looked awesome. She's a boss, no pun intended. But yeah, these two women, they went at it, man. They were kicking each other's asses. This was just a fantastic women's match. Or honestly, like one of the best matches of this year, like period, for men or women. You know, it's these kind of matches where like you watch, you know, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch tonight, and you go, this is phenomenal stuff. And then you see the shit they do on the main roster, and you know, main roster's getting better. You know, apparently the Bella's contracts are going to run out, and you know, Paige and Naomi can possibly have a feud, and hopefully one of the NXT divas get called up. I think Charlotte's probably going to get called up next, but yeah, like this was a great showing. I can't really remember the specific spots in this match, but I do remember Sasha Banks, you know, doing like horrible stuff to Becky Lynch's arm. Like she was pulling it back, kind of like in Becky Lynch's finisher, but she was really pulling it back, and it looked really painful. But it ended up with Sasha getting a like submission move, and she ended up tapping out Becky Lynch to Sasha Banks. But yeah, Charlotte. Oh, got my words mumbled. Sasha Banks did retain, and most of the crowd was going for her throughout the match. But then Becky Lynch, she left with the title, and then Becky Lynch was still in the ring, and the crowd gave her a round of applause, which was really nice, and sang a theme song. So, you know, Becky Lynch earned the respect of the crowd, so that was really good. Yeah, you know, Becky Lynch, I think there's good things in her future. I really hope she does far. You know, even if she doesn't win the NXT Women's Championship, I think she's a definite contender for the Divas Championship when she gets called up eventually. And then we get to the main event. Oh boy, I can't wait to talk about this. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the NXT Championship. This is their second match for the NXT title. And they went all over the place, man. They were doing some stuff on the outside. They were suplexing each other into steel and just crazy shit. Ugh. It got pretty messy at times. Well, no blood at all, but you know. During the ending, Sami Zayn gets picked up powerbombed by Kevin Owens onto the side of the ring, kind of like he did at R Evolution. And the referees are like, dude, Kevin, calm down. And Kevin keeps beating him down. Then the NXT general manager, William Regal, comes out and he's like, what the hell are you doing, Owens? Are you nuts? And then Owens just, you know, headbutts or does something to to William Regal. And he's just going crazy until some music happens. And then guess who comes out? Samoa Joe. I marked out so much for that. Even though there were rumors that he was going to be on this show, Unstoppable, doesn't matter. It's Samoa fucking Joe in the WWE. This guy had been with TNA for like 9, 10 years, a little bit longer than that, you know. And now he's finally here in the WWE. Even though it's NXT, it's still the WWE. That's crazy, dude. And yeah, you know, and he had a bit of a stare down with Owens, and Owens is like, oh, I'm going to fight you. And he's like, no, I'm going to the back stuff, yeah. So, yeah, Samoa Joe was, I think he's using his, does he have the rights to his own name? Or is Samoa Joe like real name? I don't know. Is he like CM Punk where he owns his actual name? But you know how it is. Yeah, seeing Samoa Joe was fucking awesome. This is going to lead to a Samoa Owens feud. Could you imagine that match? Holy shit. Two big beefy guys. They're not fat, but they're beefy. Just big guys just going out and kicking the shit out of each other. That'd be an awesome match. But yeah, overall, this was a great show. Just as usual, just go check this show out. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching it. It definitely lived up to my expectations. Match of the night. I don't really do match of the night for NXT pay-per-views, but if I have to pick one, it will probably be Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. I think they deserve it. But overall, I'm not going to give this pay-per-view. I don't give NXT specials verdicts. But if I can give something, I say go check this out. This is really good stuff. And congrats to NXT for putting on once again a fantastic show. But anyway, going to wrap up this video here. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below your thoughts of this NXT special. Make sure to subscribe wherever the subscribe button is for more great wrestling content from me. And tomorrow I'll be going to SeaWorld, and day after that going to Pacific Fair, going for a little trip to Sweet Head. So I might do a little vlog for my second channel, Jack Southall 2. I only have like one video up, and that was like a Ringside or Riot weekly fan collection video that I sent into Ringside Collectibles, and I actually won it. This was like 2 years ago, as you can tell, because my voice has changed a lot, and my hair obviously. But yeah, I'll probably upload it on my second channel, Jack Southall 2, when I put it together and get all the stuff done and put it onto a USB and upload it and all that shit. But yeah, that's going to be it. Make sure to check me out on Twitter and Instagram at JackmanLaw31. And I'll see you guys next time for my next video. I don't know what it can be about. Probably be a Raw review. But if anything breaks about the world of wrestling, I will report on it. So catch you guys later, and I'm out in 3, 2, 1.